Welcome, this is Terry and Prince. Guess he didn't like it. And this is an edition of An Orchid a Day. We had storms again last night, storms which had me woke in the middle of the night. Mostly, I heard initially my wind chimes outside. I have several outside around the house, particularly around the back near the bedroom, and they were just seemed like they were just being tossed around in the wind. And at the same time, I could hear the storm in the background, but the wind chimes really were what I was hearing most of all, just clanging. Like there's about 4 or 5 of them. And this has to be sprayed, of course. You know, it is doing pretty well. Look, there's scale even down at the base. So that is next up, and I'm gonna move that right now. That would be Gordon Vicker. So, but yeah, so I finally got up, closed the door because I would have been up all night worrying about my plants. Just the ones that are in cash pots. I actually had sense enough yesterday to take my secundum, which has those 2 flower spikes, out of that cash pot because it had been sitting in there just way too long while I was out of town, and I knew we were going to get some more rain. But despite them being beat up, they didn't do so bad overall. Some better than others, but most of all, they did grow pretty well. Now these are 2 of the divisions that I split up from my peach bird, and that was in May. So they've been on this mount about a month, and there's 2 of them here, and you can see there's roots there on that one. There's more happening over on this side. And I believe there is a new growth somewhere, like on the inside of one of these. But anyway, this is the other one that I have. And you can see there's a growth there. There's a growth to the back. And there are some roots around coming out as well. So those are successes so far. Again, that is my peach bird that I divided. Now, let me look at this over here real quick. Okay. I was just looking at the tops of the canes. This plant is putting up some growths. There's 1, 2, 3, and there's another over there. Actually, looks like there might be 2 coming out there. And let's walk in here briefly. Let's see what's going on over this way. There's Cecilia Belizensis. Slight fragrance this morning. Kind of just a hint of musk. There's some more buds with mealybugs. You can see those mealybugs that are just hopping around, making life miserable, or trying to. And I'm gonna dump these out like I did yesterday. This is my din it used to tie. It's red something, and these do like a lot of water, but as you can see, it is flopping around. It is not stable because of the media being waterlogged. So that has to really be watched and made sure that it doesn't sit for too long, and it could probably use a repot as well. So yeah, things are okay. Let me dump out my Lasianthera because again, it does like a lot of water, but it doesn't want to sit in it for too long. And I do have it in a saucer, but the rains that we have been getting have been a little bit too much. And down here, I am contemplating bringing this in. This is, well, no, it looks like it's going to put up another growth here. Maybe. But you can see how these leaves have definitely been beat up by the rain. And that is my Cernua times Anceps. So I'm going to carry this inside with me. And just look at some other things to make sure that there is nothing that is getting some damage. And I still see those buds are good. A lot of. Let me take a peek back in here. Okay. Yeah, I think things are okay. And sorry I'm rattling or just talking to myself. Here's my Acriopsis javanica that will be opening those pretty little blooms pretty soon. And I'll just end the video here. Polyanthum, 2 spikes, and another one that is going to take its time in developing, but eventually this is a species. But thanks for watching, everyone. If you're getting a lot of this rain, make sure that the growths are protected and not getting too much water, or else they will be messed up for the season and you'll have to wait another year. So, mind your poo, as I've always said. Stole that from Bill Tom's, got to give the credit where it's due. But anyway, I'm rattling now. And these flowers kind of look a little beat up, but enjoy your orchids. Hey everybody, I have one more thing to show you before I go. Just one more thing. And that is this Bulbo that you all know I haven't had that long. Got it from Jeff Tyler, I believe. He's out of San Francisco. And it came in spiked, very lovely spikes of, they're in the umbellums, circular. But anyway, those spikes have been gone for about a week. But today, after the rains, I came out and looked and I noticed that it appears that there's going to be more spikes coming. There's one there. And that is not one. But let me see where I found others. Here's one right there. You see that? And over here, on this side of the plant, I don't see any, but I've already shown you a couple. So that's good that this plant seems to keep throwing out more spikes. Yeah, there's a spike. Yay. And there's one. So yeah, I'll be able to share some more of those flowers with you. What is this green thing right here? What is that? I don't know. All right, everybody. Enjoy your orchids.